Hi, my name is Freeman Moser. I'm the manager of Kraft Food Services culinary team. Today I'm going to do a demonstration on gaufret potatoes, also known as a waffle cut potatoes. During this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to set up a mandolin, how to actually physically cut through, getting the waffle shape, how we rinse them to remove excess starch, dry, and then eventually we'll fry them. In addition to that, I'm going to be showing you some quality characteristics of a properly done gaufret, and I'm going to show you some of the different root vegetables that can be used for a really nice presentation, which we'll look at the very end of the demonstration today. So let's start. First thing you need to know is there's a wheel right here on this type of mandolin, and that's used for rotating the blade from a straight cutting edge to the scalloped edge, which you might be able to see right there. In addition to that, there's another wheel that can be rotated clockwise and counterclockwise to gauge the thickness. And I'll tell you, the thickness is the key to a proper gaufret potato. Of course, I'm keeping my potatoes in water to avoid oxidation. These are peeled, and one thing I'd like to show you as a little bit of a trick is I like to cut on the angle. You can cut straight across, but the end product is more round as opposed to elongated, which I think yields a much nicer result. So I start by cutting the potato at that angle. I've made my adjustments in advance to get the right thickness, and the first thing you do is you just bring the potato straight down. Now the first cut is not what we need, but the grooves that are in preparation for the second cut, that's what's going to create the waffle shape. So you noticed I went straight down the first time. Now I'm going to go about a 45-degree angle and come down again. And you can see that we end up with the waffle shape. So let's just make a few more cuts. So straight down, rotate. Straight down, rotate. Again, it's about 45 degrees. Now these potatoes need to go immediately into water. That's for two reasons. First reason being they'll oxidize, turn brown, and you won't have the desired result. The other thing is, with an Idaho, which of course we know is a starchy potato, there's too much starch in there, and all that starch is going to do is burn it as you're frying it in the oil. In advance, I've gone ahead, made some really nice cuts, and rinsed them and then dried them. So the next thing we're going to do, we'll go over to the fryer and fry a few up. Today I'm using Planters peanut oil. I like frying in peanut oil just because it really renders a nice result for these gaufret potatoes. In addition, I need 275 degrees. So let's just check and see that we're right on target for that. Yes, we are. So let's start frying. You can take your potatoes. Now I'm just doing a few for the demonstration. And of course, this can be done in a commercial deep fryer. Now you can see all the bubbling that's occurring right now. That's the moisture being released and the potato crisping up. If you were to try to do this at 350 degrees, you know, our typical French fry cooking temperature, you're never going to get the desired outcome. The potato is going to brown too quickly before all the moisture is released. I'm using a spider today for this, and one of the tricks that I would add is I gather them up and then I flip them over. Even cooking of the gaufret potato is what's going to give you the highest quality final product. I'd say you'd need to flip them over maybe every 30 seconds would be plenty. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of different root vegetables can be used when frying. I will tell you though, you're going to want to do a few small batches as you explore some of the root vegetables. Like I used celery root, parsnips, beets. They all require little tweaks in temperature and procedure. For instance, beets are very high in sugar, and if you cook them too quickly or not long enough, you're never going to get the nice crispy result that we're looking for. When you're doing this in a commercial fryer, one thing that you're going to find helpful is to use the double basket method. Double basket method is where the potatoes would be in the first basket and you use the second basket to completely submerge the potato. This will keep you from having to flip them over too frequently. You'll notice at this point that there are no more bubbles coming out of the oil. That's an indicator that these are perfectly cooked. All the moisture has been released from the potato and they're just going to be perfectly crispy, and that is certainly what we're looking for in a gaufrette potato. At this point, we pull them out of the oil and you're going to want to put them on absorbent cloth. Okay, let's head back over and take a look at some of the root vegetables as well as quality characteristics of perfectly cooked gaufrette potatoes. Earlier today, I fried up some other root vegetables in the style of the gaufrette. We have beets, turnips, sweet potatoes, the Idaho potato, rutabaga, and my personal favorite is a parsnip. Now, I wanted to cover quality characteristics of a gaufrette potato with you as well. As I mentioned, if we cut them too thinly, we're going to get a very uneven and a broken final product. If they're cut unevenly, half of your gaufrette is going to be cooked nicely while the other half remains raw. If your oil is too hot or your gaufrette is too thick, you're going to get a product like this, which is just too dark and doesn't have the lacy appearance. And then lastly, there's the ideal gaufrette, golden brown and very lacy in appearance. I'm going to finish off the gaufrette vegetables today with just a little bit of truffled salt. I've already added a little cracked black pepper and some freshly chopped parsley, and we'll finish with Kraft's Parmesan cheese. I think this just makes really a fun presentation. I would say with a sandwich or a salad, somewhere between a ½ ounce and an ounce would be the correct portion size. The other thing that's important about going to the trouble of making an in-house gaufrette potato is the marketing language you might be able to use on your menu. A lot of products are available, and very high quality products on the market that are going to give you a similar end product, but nothing's going to look like this. And you can market this under terms like in-house, freshly cut, other languages like that. Well, thank you for watching this demonstration on gaufrette potatoes.